What's up, boys? We're back with some more Grind Survivors, and today we're going to try and build all around the Blazing Rune. Moving 12 meters has a chance to burn enemies in my pickup range, so we've got some big pickup range here. In the skill tree, I've swapped this around a bit to grab the extra burn damage, some nice damage over here, and then some dash and movement related stuff in there. And then I specifically dropped the split bullets, which is normally best in slot for a revolver, since that lowers your damage a bit, and we're just trying to get the absolute highest damage possible since burn is based on a percentage of your bullet damage, and I would like to have that be like the main thing if possible. I actually crafted a really cool SMG that would have been good for the build, but then I forgot those have very low bullet damage, so I think the revolver is actually the only weapon you can use here, and I'm going to do the damage taken stuff as sort of a backup plan just in case. Damage 20% is fine. We do need lots of that. Everything else is actually kind of bad here. So basically I'm going to max pickup range and movement speed, and I'm going to try and have a run where we can actually win without firing the gun, because that would be hilarious. But what I'm expecting to happen is we're just not going to have enough damage in the end game. So I'm going to build up my fire rate and reload speed just in case, so we have a fallback plan later on. That's probably good enough for now. We can try to dodge stuff now. Base damage and enemies receive damage, that's fine. Ooh, movement speed. I like getting that early on so we can move around faster and trigger the effect more. Just collect more shrines from the start of the game. And then once we get the burning tree, there will actually be an upgrade in that will allow us to crit with a burn, so the crit tree could be pretty helpful as well. Well, there it is. We can get movement and reload there as well. That's essential for synergy, so I guess we should probably go ahead and take that just in case there's anything interesting off of that. We could definitely use some pickup range to make the AoE a bit bigger and make it easier to collect XP. So that shrine's kind of nice. There's pickup range and ammo. Movement speed is nice. That's also essential for synergy, so I'm down for some of that. Yeah, I think we're actually gonna have to start attacking pretty soon. Oh, here's the burn tree. So this one will give us +1 stacks, and you have to reload to trigger that, though, for the first part. Having enemies leave fire puddles on death would be very good. Oh, you can actually see it's 20% of the bullet damage per second, and we double that, so I guess 40%. And then it looks like the fire puddles are actually 50% of that. And then that lets it scale with crit chance. Okay, let's start pumping that up, and then see if we can keep going without attacking for a while. Movement speed here. Let's actually grab the early XP gain, I think. Big damage there would be pretty helpful. Here's the crit tree. Damage by half of your shooting range. That wouldn't be bad, actually. I think I like going for the crit stuff, though. We'll definitely want that at some points. These leave a burning puddle. That sounds very nice. We also definitely want giants for the HP pickup range, and then some of the later stuff is extremely good. XP and movement speeds, and it's essential for synergy. I think this is good to get early on, although there's a ton of stuff I want here. We unfortunately can't lock anything, and I think we want to get this one as early as possible for the extra levels. Yeah, I don't think I have enough damage to kill them without shooting, I guess. But that's kind of what I expected. Especially when we have to just sit on this purple shrine for a really long time. Let's see, what else can we get in there? Some nice pickup range over there, not a ton else though. Let's go ahead and grab that and the pickup range for some extra radius on it. Maybe we'll try swapping off shooting again a bit later on once I've scaled up a bit and gotten some more upgrades. The dash cooldown's okay, the rest of it isn't great. I'll probably just grab the movement speed over here, I think. Get all of that as early as possible. Maybe we can have, like, the fire aura do most of the AoE damage and just have the gun to deal with tanky single targets? Nope. Big damage there. Ooh, pickup range. I do want that for bigger fire auras. I feel like maybe they should normalize some of the status effects between the weapons, because it feels kind of weird that you would only ever be able to use Curse and Burn on a revolver, since they're a percentage of your weapon damage, right? Just feels kind of pigeonholing there, I think. Decent damage. Ooh, burn and +1 stacks. Ooh, pickup range and damage on XP pickup. Huh. 100% while standing still. I don't think we can really do that with the... Although this one applies it in the pickup range. Huh, so I guess we could use those two together. But that would completely nullify the rune I started with. Looks like I missed a magnet back there. Oops. Decent damage. Resets after losing HP. It is used in a synergy as well, though. I think I'm gonna try it. It sounds cool. And then I guess we could grab that as well now. Ooh, pickup range and XP with no downsides though. Ooh, I want both of those. Let's go ahead and grab the XP related thing early on that also unlocks some sort of synergy. I feel like you could make pickup radius apply to the Hell Dust as well. Kind of annoying having to backtrack for all of that. And I'm already stacking a stat that sounds like it would work on it anyways. Huh. 100% ashes. I don't actually really need those. I'm kind of limited by the... whatever the purple thing was. The dust? So I guess we'll take the burn. Actually, 100% purple XP? Yeah, we could get a lot of levels with that. That's fine, actually. Region 1 HP. I'll probably want that at some point, but I think we can actually wait on that and just take the burning puddles now, since that really fits the build. There might also be some cool fire-based synergies that I have no idea about. When I did the lightning and cold together, I think they both had an interesting synergy. Nice pickup range there. That gives a decent amount of movement speeds. I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab the pickup range here. Just really maximize the aura area and make sure we get all the XP possible as early as possible. The Hell Dust, that's the one that you're limited by on the talent points. Stacking... Ooh. There's the permanent damage based on XP. I mean, we have to go that with the insane pickup range, right? Big damage based on HP, yup. I think that's a pickup radius screen up there. We definitely want to grab those. Is that the crit tree? Yeah. I'm fine with that for once we get all of the burn upgrades unlocked. Stacking stats if we don't take damage. Damage based on shooting range. What is my current shooting range, actually? Range. I can't see how much it's increased, can I? I guess 17 from 16, so probably not a ton there. Okay, let's try the stacking thing then. Get some more movement speed. Oh, let me see that now. Okay, so... Isn't that what it just was? Oh, that was with the 10% from the upgrade that I was hovering over at the time. So yeah, that makes sense. Wait, I actually don't want that. Normally that would be insane, but that would lower my burn damage here. I don't think I've actually seen that trend before. Good chance is decent, and that unlocks a synergy. That would actually be very helpful currently. So I think I'm gonna take that for now and hope we get that a bit later. Movement speed is nice, and there's some crit chance. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that up now that we have multiple things dependent on crits, I think. Damage increased by crit damage. How much? I don't know what that is without the... Okay, that's a lot of damage then. Sure. Yeah, the burn really doesn't seem to do a ton against elites like that. Ooh, there's the crit chance and damage. We definitely want that now, and the +1 stacks on top of that. Maybe that'll help out a bit with it. It's so sad I can pick up the XP from almost off screen. And then I have to walk over top of the ash still. Explode enemies each time burn crits. Okay, that sounds awesome now. What is my crit chance? 57, I think? Not bad. What does it look like if I don't shoot any of the trash mobs currently? Not too bad, actually. Just stuff exploding all over the screen, some nice popcorn. How bad is the burn single targets? It will eventually kill him, I guess. I guess he's just really tanky. Damage increased by half of shooting range. Was there anything else I wanted in there? Pickup range over there would be kind of nice, so we don't have to take that one. Let's toss some rerolls, see if there's anything I really want. We do need one of those. I would probably take the regen for that. Standing still, I don't think so. We'll just take some damage from that, I guess. We'll get a bit of shooting range from some of the shrines and all. Decent damage and some knockback. And a synergy, sounds fine. Funny part is I don't actually notice a difference in my AoE clear when I'm firing. The explosions do so much work now. There's the HP region. Ooh, that would have been nice if we had gotten that earlier. I think it's getting a little bit late to go for XP stuff now, and I do still want the double HP for the damage bonus we gain from that. Nope, nope. Kind of hard to use any of those. Some movement speed there. Ooh, double HP, we gotta take that for the damage boost. Well, we're out of rerolls now. Dodge is okay. That would actually be pretty good if you got it early on, but it's kind of late now. There's a little bit of pickup over there, nothing amazing. Yeah, nothing amazing really. I'll just take that to try and keep the bonuses based on losing HP active a bit more, just in case. Bit of dodge, I suppose. Nothing we really need here. Bit of XP. Ooh, movement speed. Holy shield, that's actually kind of nice. You can gain some extra movement speed over there as well. I'm just gonna take the guaranteed useful thing here for now though. There's Holy Shield again. We're not really using reloads. We could get 2 ticks of that and maybe some more and some dodge on top of that. I wouldn't mind just going for the movement speed over there if we could though. Stores in 30 seconds. Ooh, pickup range. I think we're already picking up kind of off screen though. I'm gonna take some extra dodge and damage, I suppose. Holy shield is fine. What's the dodge at? 70% it looks like, so that doesn't really even do anything then. None of these actually helps me if I'm not really reloading. Can we beat the final boss by just running at him menacingly? Yes, and there's no way he can even hurt me with this much movement speed. So, I think I'm just gonna speed it up a bit with some auto attacks. Ooh, legendary. That actually turned out a bit better than I was expecting. There was a little bit in the mid-game where I think we needed to scale up a bit, get like the burning crits and the crits on explosion. That one was pretty cool. And then the damage by crit damage also seemed to be pretty helpful. And then once we got some of that going, we actually became pretty busted. The burning puddles was also quite good. But actually pretty effective. Man, it is hard to unlock new runes in this game, I will say. Still want to get the chaotic bullets. That one sounds really cool, but I'm not sure if you can get that. I don't even know what the fourth status effect would be. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Or will I?